It's 20 degrees outside. We're staying in a tiny house that has no electricity and is on the edge of a canyon. We also need to stay warm throughout the night and while we attempt to hike 20 miles over the next few days. For our first day, we woke up at 6 a.m. and saw this gorgeous sunrise. I mean, look at that mountain and then look at that horse against the pink sky. 10 out of 10. Our first stop of the day is Cove Palisades State Park. So we drove over this bridge and parked in this parking lot and then started walking down this trail. Tamalau hiking trail. I don't know if we'll do the full 7 miles, but Argo and I always take a very long walk in the morning, so a 7-mile hike seemed appropriate. Hi, Ethan. Hi. Look how handsome you are. Thank you. Booger. Tell me you're a German Shepherd without telling me you're a German Shepherd. You can kind of see the trail, just switchbacks all the way up. There's my car down there all by itself. I wonder. Oh, it works. Nice. That's one way to walk your dog. He's having a great time. What are you not? 40 minutes later, we finally made it to the top. Oh, it's a loop at the top and then it goes back down the mountain or cliff that we just climbed. According to AllTrails, it's about a 3-mile loop around the top before you head back down. So we're gonna do that. We've done about a mile so far, so we're about a third of the way done. Gonna finish up and then go back down and then onto probably another trail. It's pretty cold today. I woke up and my phone said 20, but it feels like 13. Look what I found. I like finding these. Okay, we just finished a 3-mile loop at the top here. Now we're headed back down to the car. Little deer tracks in Argo. We finally made it after 3 hours and 7 miles. We are about to take a 1-hour drive to our next hike, but first, let's do a tiny house tour. First, you have to park up here, then you take a short walk down a little hill, then you'll see this, a hammock on the left and the tiny house on the right. Once you open the door to the tiny house, you will see its only room and it's full of windows, but it is very private. There's a little wood stove that we will definitely be using to keep ourselves warm. The view from the bed is pretty cool too. It overlooks the canyon. Next, I'll show you the balcony. This is the shower. It'd be awfully cold. This is the view. To get to our next hike, it includes a freshly cracked windshield and a 1-hour drive south to Bend, Oregon. We arrived at a place called Good Dog Park, and it was packed with cars and dogs running around off-leash absolutely everywhere. This is an off-leash dog park area. While there are several trails in the area, the main one is Rimrock Trail. You can walk for as far or as little as you want. This whole area. And then some that you can't see, the dogs have free range of, at least off leash. You guys sniffing something good? Looks like grass. What are you doing? He just has to find every access point, don't you, bud? Your dirty little toes. Buddy. Nope. Yeah, I know. I know where you're going. You're so proud of yourself. Can you guess what Argo found? You would be correct. Another river access point. What are you doing? Are you having fun? What's this? Another water access point? I don't think you're supposed to be over there. We just finished another 3.3 miles, bringing the total to like 10 and a half. Now we're off to go find some dinner. Got to get a little last light fetched in. Ready? Good boy! Coyotes are starting early tonight. It's not even 5 yet, and they're off howling in the distance. Oh, sorry bud, that one's in the tree. What do you think, buddy? Little switch action while we lie down for the night. Day 2 starts off with a not as gorgeous as yesterday's sunrise, but it does end with a nice driving view. We head off to our first and only stop before heading home, and that is Smith Rock State Park. Originally, I had wanted to do about a 7 to 8 mile hike. However, I was not feeling well whatsoever. We opted in for a much shorter walk of about 4.3 miles instead, which brings our total hiking / walking goal for this trip to 14.5 miles, just 5.5 miles short of my 20-mile goal I had wanted to achieve. There's always next time. Because I wasn't feeling well, I wasn't really much in the mood for filming, but I did capture a bunch of cool little snippets along the way, like this rock climber, which is a very popular activity at this park. You can see the chalk trails from previous climbs. I thought the top of the canyon also looked really cool, especially against the white-gray background that the sky was giving. The river was also very loud and had a bunch of birds in it. You would be surprised to know that Argo also found a water access point to drink out of. We also came across a small herd of deer across the river, and the smallest little buck too. What do you think, buddy? Okay, we'll go.